Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. My name is Smitty. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing and hit that like button, notification bell so you get all the latest videos. And make sure to leave me comments on what you see. Today we've got to do something with this nameless acquisition. This is one that was given to me by a very good friend. It's partially incomplete, but it's got some sentimental value to me. But we're gonna have to get after this thing if I'm gonna be able to hang on to it, or I'm gonna lose it because of the rust will take over. And I noticed the other day, looking this thing over, it's got some issues with the windshield right there, which means the windshield's leaking for sure. It actually looks like the windshield's delaminating. So there's a good possibility that it is leaking. This car is an original IROC, and not the best angle. Get the shadow in there. This was one of the rare few of the 87s. It was the last of the carbureted V8s in the IROCs. The 5-liter carbureted was the base model engine you could get in an IROC, with IROC package, in other words. Usually it came with, the base transmission was a T5 with an optional automatic. This one was an automatic, but it was carbureted. 88, they went to fuel injection, I nicknamed it turtle body fuel injection because it was worse than the carbureted ones were by a long ways. But there still was some computer controls on it. You can see the harness is still goes through the A-pillar there. It had the computer controlled quadrajet on it, which wasn't a bad carburetor for, being dual purpose. This car came from Missouri, so it's got its fair share of rust, and that's just surface rust. But if I don't get after it and put some sealer on it or something like that, get it cleaned up and sealed up, it's going to become cancerous with holes and stuff. But somebody had already been there and worked on repairing the fender already once. So, but the body's pretty straight on it. It's never been wrecked that I know of. I don't know how long he owned this one, but we do have an issue with it getting water back down in there in the back trunk area. I don't know if the hatch is leaking or not yet. I'm still working on getting that open. It looks like the hatch is actually slid too far back anyway, because the gap up here is huge compared to the rest of the lid. And if you look back here at the spoiler is sitting back too far. Right here on the edge. So it looks like the spoiler needs to slide forward a bunch, and that's probably why it's leaking. It's probably not making a seal like it's supposed to. But we're working on a key deal for it. Got a locking gas cap in it. I hope that's gonna have to get broke off. I don't have a key for that either. But anyway, these were this one came with a 273 open differential, so it's a one-wheel peel. And like I said, it had a 700 R4 in it. It did have air conditioning, stereo, all that good stuff. But that's about the extent of it. It does have the option label still inside. Well, you can see the inside. This is the one that I'm doing the other one, and I took the door lock cylinder out to see if I could get a key. But previous owners have already taken the back seats out. I don't have those, which that's fine for what I'm going to do for it. The seats, I think, are not the original seats for an 87. They're kind of like the basic seat anyway. And good indication it was carbureted was the speedometer only goes up to 85. If it was tune port, it would have gone to, I think they would, on the tune ports they went to 120, unless it was a 350, then it was 145. But I've had some visitors in there, so there's a bunch of shreds of paper. And like I said, I can't get into the hatch right now. I'm working on that. But anyway, this is just going to be a short little video. Leave me a comment down below. Help me come up with a name for this one. I can tell you don't base it on a color, because I can tell you right now it's not going to be this color when it's done. I haven't made a choice on that either. That's something else you could leave me. Leave me a comment, let me know what you think on a different color. The red interior will probably go. I've got the donor that's got a black interior, so we may do that. That one already is named Scarlet, obviously for the color. So I'm not crazy about red, but I haven't had a red car since it's been 94, 95. I had an 82 Trans Am that was originally a 5-liter carbureted with a Super T10, and it came factory with a 342 in the butt end, and that car would get up and go pretty good for just being a 5-liter until the transmission let loose, and it was cheaper to put a T5 in it than it was to put a T10 back in it. Well, it wasn't cheaper. It was, I'd say it was cheaper, but for another 50 bucks, I could have a 5-speed. So that's the way I went to get the overdrive. That was still a fun car. You look back at all the cars that you had, you wonder why you sold them. But it is what it is. Guess so you can move on to bigger and better things. But anyway, that's it. That's all we're going to do for today. So, like I said, leave me comments. Let me know what you think. We need a name, and put a suggestion out as to what color. I've got a few in mind, but I'm not going to release that yet. And but I'll take your consideration. I'll look at some different colors. Anyway, that being said, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Hit the like button if you like what you've seen. Till next time, God bless, and we'll see you. Bye-bye.